Good Sunday morning, Village. It's so good to see you. It's time for Tarot Topics Newsletter Recap. Tarot Topics comes into your inbox every Wednesday. We're gathering together now Sunday mornings to talk about it and to do readings about the topic. If you're not a subscriber, there is a link right in the description to subscribe, and also a link to read the newsletter online. Not only do we send it out, we post it on my website every week. Every week, a new topic. This week's topic is the biggest mystery. Here is my posit. You might think that the biggest mystery is what happens after death, which, okay, fair, yes, that is a mystery. Many of us think we know. We'll see. But my posit is that the biggest mystery is around self-discovery. Who are you really? In a world where from the moment you were born, everyone has told you what to be, how you should be, what you should do. The uncovering of who you really are is a huge mystery, and tarot can help. That's what the newsletter's about. Lots of things can help. So let's do some readings about self-discovery. Oh, and once you're on the journey of self-discovery, that is not going to be a good journey unless self-acceptance comes hand in hand with it. So let's do some readings about self-exploration, self-discovery, and self-acceptance. Let's get on over to CardCam and let's see what we've got. And wherever you are, if you're watching us on Facebook, Sophia Hart, I see you on Facebook. Good to see you. Do you have a question related to this topic about your own self-discovery, about self-acceptance, about understanding yourself, self-understanding? What are your questions wherever you are? Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. Get those questions in and we'll take care of them. Joyous Ocean, I see you over on Vertical. Good to see you. All right. The first question that I see here is Caroline McLaughlin. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. A reading on the topic. So Sophia, I can do for you what I'm doing for Caroline, which is like a reading on the topic. What do you need to know about the topic? As far as Caroline McLaughlin, your own sense of self, I think you're pretty clear on who you are. And I think you have gotten to a place where you are very willing to defend who you are. So I feel like you have a lot of self-understanding and you have a lot of self-acceptance, but you had to earn it over time. This is new in a lot of ways, and it comes from your own personal growth. And sometimes, Caroline, you feel guilty about it. Sometimes you wonder if you're taking it too far. And I'm here to tell you, if you think you're taking it too far, you're doing it well. You're not taking it too far. Okay, Sophia Hart, over on Facebook, I'm going to do the same thing for you. All right. Okay. So, Sophia, what you need to know around your own sense of self-understanding, self-discovery, and self-acceptance is, I think you're just in a way beginning that journey, and I think you need to. I think you have been taught that you need to be very strategic about how you present yourself. And sometimes in some places that really is true, but it should not be true all the time, everywhere. And so I sort of feel like you right now are in the process of just figuring it out. And I'm going to say creativity, spirituality, and your own motivation to really enjoy your life is what will move you forward here. All right. Smile Soul 20. So for those of you who have been following along, Smile Soul 20 has some stuff going down at work. And here's the next installment. Smile Soul 20, thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. And thanks for being a moderator. What does Spirit want me to know about a work situation where one coworker was watching me in an area where I was working? I felt like this person was not helping. So I went to report it to my coordinator. And then the next day, the same person was micromanaging me. So I felt something was off. I left the room quickly and started to avoid this person as much as possible. My question is, will management resolve this continual harassment by other coworkers? Hey, Susie Zurin, thanks for the like. Nice to see you. Smile Soul 20. The thing we have to look at is what was really going on here. Like with this person that you have the issue with, this particular person, because I think there's a few. This one, I feel like the issue is more, they don't know what to do. And I feel like you have been so traumatized by people who really are mean to you that now anyone who is awkward, you sort of think is being mean. I think what happened is the first day, the person was watching because they didn't know what to do. The second day, after you talked to the supervisor and the supervisor talked to them, they're now trying to know what to do. I think in that situation, the thing to do would have been to directly have communication with that employee and say, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And sort of get them to do what they need to do. So I think the issue with that particular employee may be a misunderstanding and maybe something that you could handle better than management could. I think going forward, the key is going to be figuring out what is harassment and what is just awkward. And that's hard. That's a hard thing to discern. But try to think about that going forward. All right. Over on Vertical, Ms. Silver 41. What do I need to flesh out more and in what area on this topic? Good question. I think who you are in terms of yourself versus who you are in terms of your relationship to others. Like speaking from the perspective of a woman, so often we're taught that our primary function is to be someone's daughter, someone's wife, someone's girlfriend, someone's mother, not ourselves as individuals. And so we're always centering other people. And I wonder if that is something that you could be playing with. Who are you just on your own versus in relationship with others? That might be a thing. All right. Jenna Perkins, good to see you. Thanks for being here. And thank you for being a member. We appreciate you. I love this question. Everyone, listen up. If you're thinking about a question and are not sure what to ask, this is such a good one. And thanks for using members only emojis. Jenna asks, please may I have a reading on what I need to work on to discover my truest self? What a smart question is that? I love it. And the answer is, don't judge yourself in terms of perceived wins and losses. And don't judge yourself based on other people's perception and reflection of you. Really look at yourself and look at yourself as a friend. Be a friend to yourself. Those are the things. I think that you have an internal dialogue that is often very judgmental of yourself. And if you can break that apart, things will be better. Oh, Miss Silver, makes sense at this present time. Good, gotcha. Smile Soul 20, thanks for hearing that. I know it's confusing. Okay, Justine, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for being a moderator. You are in Puerto Rico. All right. Writing from Puerto Rico, we'll be watching the replay, but would like to ask about the sign I got from my guides this morning. It's in Spanish, making sense that it's in Puerto Rico. Does it mean what I think it means, that I can't ever be cured and I should give up on trying to correct it? Sorry, this is a heavy one. Thanks in advance. Much love to all. And then parenthetically, all of the ways I can think of to cure it are very expensive. So maybe they're telling me not to waste my money because they won't work the way I want them to anyway. Okay, let's take a look. So first of all, the message that you received, is it a message that requires and deserves interpretation? Yes, but it's really important not to interpret it through the lens of anxiety. The idea that they are telling you not to seek treatment, is that true? That could be. Should you interpret it that there is no cure and you're going to be dealing with this for the rest of your life? No. I think it's exactly what you say. It's expensive. And what you have found is you can function. You can function with this. And it's possible that if you just function with this, over time, it will dissipate and go away. And so while I do support you seeking information and treatment, if you can, I also think it could just go away on its own. And I think this is the message that confirms that idea. Jenna Perkins, glad that resonates. Kay Talks, good to see you. How are you? How's everybody? How's the dog? How's the baby? So good to see you. Amy Foreman, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Let me know if you have a question. Jojo G over on Instagram. So glad to see you. So today, the topic is about self-discovery, self-awareness, self-understanding, and hand in hand with that, self-acceptance. So when we look at that for you, Jojo G, I think this is a thing for you to sort of tap into. I think you have a lot of self-awareness in some areas, and there are other areas that are very compartmentalized and hidden from yourself. As you know, you have like this very powerful brain, right? And so I think in a way, you know, understand and accept yourself very well, but that's because you have curated yourself for yourself. As you open up to new facets of yourself, you will find skills, abilities, and delights that you did not even know you had. Okay. Claire C., good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We appreciate you. I meditate in my pool while listening to Balinese music, and it is a wonderful experience. Can tarot tell me why? So I feel like I feel like the key here is like, I mean, that would be a wonderful experience for a lot of us. I think you're feeling some deeper resonance there and are wondering, like, is there a past life thing here? Is there a deity thing? Like, what's really going on? And I think it's specifically with the Balinese connection, I think. So what is your connection to Bali? And yes, you're here and you confirm this. I think it's a past life thing. I think you have had a recent, like within the past 2, 3, 4 lives, you have had a recent life connected to Bali. Now, I would say that life in Bali probably was not an easy life, but the connection to the water, the connection to the music, that's real and that's there. And that calls to that part of your soul that has traveled with you from lifetime to lifetime. Oh, Jojo, good. I'm glad that makes sense. Hey, JJM, good to see you. We're talking about self-discovery, self-understanding, and self-acceptance today. Let me know if you have a question for the cards. All right. Teresa, I love this question. Oh my gosh. And again, if you're listening along and trying to figure out a question, this is a good one. How can I be a better friend to myself? Every one of us needs to ask that question. That's a good one. And Teresa, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. And thanks for using members only emojis. Okay. How can you, Teresa, be a better friend to yourself? Be careful about your self-talk. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to a friend. Do not say things to yourself that you would not say to a friend. I think that's the one right now. Marshal your self-talk and be kind and supportive as you are to your friends. Hopping on over to Vertical, Joyous Ocean. So good to see you, Dion. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. What is it I need to work on? What is it I need to work on to know and develop my truest self? I love that. Loving yourself. Loving yourself. And I'm not going to say forgiving yourself because there's nothing to forgive yourself for. But you hold yourself responsible for some things that are not your fault. And you have to let go of that. All right. Hey. Over on Facebook, Josh Wilner, good to see you. I'm going to get to your question in just 1 second, Josh. Kel Storm over on Facebook, over on YouTube Vertical. Kel Storm, just found you. This deck is the exact one I began with. Yeah, it's a good one. All right. Also on Facebook, we have Joy LeVie. Anything for a healthy romantic partner. So I'm assuming, like, my mind wants to break this question apart and say, so you have a partner, but they're sick and you need a reading for them. But I think what you're asking is you're wondering what you need to know to find a partner with whom you can have a healthy relationship. I think that's what the question really is here. Please let me know if I've misunderstood. Oh, Jojo G. This is the Morgan Greer. Morgan Greer is an older deck, but this one came out in like 2016. It comes in a tin from US Games. And Morgan Greer has been around for quite a while, but this edition is fairly new. And it's so fun, right? I love it. Also, it's borderless, which is different from Morgan Greer. Okay, Joy LeVie, you are here. So I did get your question correctly. Okay, here we go. Joy LeVie, I think to attract a good partner, there is a lot you have to do to become a good partner to yourself. There is a lot of healing that is necessary. There is a lot of anxiety that needs to be identified, understood, and released. And there's conflict, whether that's conflict within you or conflict with other people. I feel like you need to know yourself and have your own boundaries really clear, because I don't think that's the case now. And if you can do that, then you will attract a person who is able to love you and treat you the way you deserve to be loved and treated. Hey, Celie Klein, good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. I'm sticking over on Facebook right now with Josh Wilner. So good to see you. Some people from long ago have reappeared in my life. What is Spirit trying to teach me with this? That wherever you go, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are. And no matter how far you go, you're still yourself. Like, I think it's all about remember who you are. Do not let anything that has happened, anything that has not happened. Do not let the years that have passed take away your sense of identity and sense of who you are. This is about remembering and embracing at the very core level who you are. Your passion, your creativity, your motivation, your activism, all the things that are true about you. Let them be reignited. All right, let me know what you think. Humble Beginnings over on YouTube, Vertical. Let's do a reading for you. The topic, of course, is self-discovery, self-understanding, and self-acceptance. Here we go. Humble Beginnings. I think you are a very good friend to others, and I think you carry a lot of love and grace in your heart. The thing is, I really, really feel like you seem to have more love, Humble Beginnings, for others than you do for yourself. You give others love. You give others grace. You need to do it for yourself as well. Give yourself love and give yourself grace as well, and first and foremost. All right. Amy Foreman, sticking on YouTube Vert for a minute. Amy Foreman, thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Okay, now I'm scared. I am ready to enter my social media business era. Appropriate, good, and terrifying to me, because you're going to be great at it. No, seriously, I'm excited. This is good. I've been planting little seeds every day. I have learning to overcome. Advice for allowing a global audience to discover me. And honestly, Amy, you're ready and you deserve this. You have been working so hard for so long. I've known you since you were 19. And I want to say you're on the 40 side of 30 now. So you've been working for a long time. You deserve this. And you've got the right face, the right voice, the right energy, the right message. You absolutely do. So what do you need to know? Advice for allowing a global audience to discover me. Be welcoming, be real, be fun. Be ready for disrespect and don't let it bother you. Recognize that as much as you attract love, you're going to attract hate, and that's okay. And recognize at the end of the day, business is the word here. You're not doing this for fun. It is fun, but you're not doing it for fun. You're doing it to make money, and so stay really focused on that. And whether you use it to promote your business or to gain influence or money or both, you're here to make money, and that's what it is. Good luck. Let me know if I can help. And Leisha, thanks for liking the stream. All right, over on Twitch, JJM, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. I would like to know if I'm on the path to self-discovery, or should I just let it flow when it comes through? I'm going to say both. I think you are actively doing some things that help that happen, and it is a good focus, but it will also happen spontaneously because you have set that intention. And so it's really both, not either or. I think there's a part of you that likes to be structured and intentioned, and another part of you that more likes to go with the flow. Both are valid, both are good, both are part of you, and both will lead you in concert with each other to where you're going. Let me know what you think. All right. Nalini Kalu, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. May I please have a reading? What is keeping me stuck in my life, and how can I overcome it? What is keeping you stuck in your life is that you've been treated unfairly so much in your life that now you do it to yourself and you allow other people to do it like it's your job. It is not your job to be treated unfairly. And if people are treating you unfairly, they need to be called out and dismissed, unless you need them for something. And if you need them for something, then you use them to get what you need until you can dismiss them. There it is. Kay Talks over on YouTube Vertical. Good to see you. Things have been chaotic, and I just want to know when it's going to feel better. I understand it takes time after having a baby, but I'm doing everything I can, therapy, everything. And I just can't. I'm staying stressed. I need to understand what I'm going through and how I'll come out of it. Understood. So it's great that you're in therapy. And it feels like this is more than just how hard it is to have an infant and more than just postpartum. It feels like there are some things in the way your life is structured right now that you're not liking and that aren't working. But I also think now is not the time to make decisions about that. Make decisions about that later. Right now, just observe. What do you like? What do you don't like? But don't feel trapped by it. Rather say, this is how it is now. Later, I can make changes. Yeah, I totally get it, Kay. I totally get it. And I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like even though all of those stresses are there, there is not anything specific you can do to change it in this moment. Is that right? And so I almost feel like you have to live with it in the moment. And yeah, you live with it in the moment. And when time has passed, is it ever going to get back on track and get better? Well, I don't know what back on track means. It's not going to get back to anything. It's going to go forward. And yes, things will get better. Absolutely yes. One way or the other. But there's nothing you can do about it right now. So you can't stress about it right now. That's the bottom line. You can fix it later. Now, there's not much you can do about it. So don't let it ruin you, right? That's the thing. Good luck. I know it's not easy. All right, Celie Klein, good to see you. We're going to do you in just a few minutes. Joanne Laeza, good to see you on Facebook. How can I get more enjoyment out of this life and not end up alone? Well, first of all, like that whole thing, and this is for everyone, this whole thing about I don't want to end up alone, I think that's a societal thing because at the end of the day, we all end up alone, really, no matter what. You're going to grow old with someone and one of you will die first. We all end up alone one way or the other. So I don't love that narrative. I think that's a narrative that's used to push relationships out of fear. So I don't even want to talk about that. What I do want to talk about is getting more enjoyment out of life. I think that's totally fair, and welcoming partnership. If you're having a partner because you don't want to end up alone, I can guarantee you that's not going to work well. But finding a partner because it's someone that you enjoy, that's another thing. And there's that word, Joanne. It's a good word. It's about enjoyment. So what can you do to find more enjoyment? It's a problem because right now work sucks and home sucks. So where else is there, right? I think you have to figure out where you can make changes and make those changes as you can. And I think it's hard for you to think about those changes because so much of what you think about is processed in fear. The fear of loss, the fear of not having, the fear of doing it wrong. the fear of other people being upset. Find a way to let go of that fear and everything changes. All right. Betty Flesher, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. So in the newsletter, what we say is the biggest mystery is self-identity, your own sense of self. So Betty asks, so what is that? What is that mystery? So when we look at, Betty, your sense of self-identity, self-discovery, and self-acceptance, Betty, you are on the path, and it's taken a while because the part of you that you are fully accepting right now is your ability to do great readings. It is the practical ability to be a good reader. And that is a part of your identity that has been there for a long time, but that you have not accepted. And you're now beginning to accept it. And it's a good thing. All right. Barbie Bird, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, Barbie, for more than 2 years, and thanks for using members-only emojis. I'd love a reading on this topic. Barbie Bird, your relationship to self-discovery, self-understanding, and self-acceptance this is everything you were taught not to do, honestly. This is everything. Oh, you're here. Good to see you. This is everything you were taught not to do. You were taught to present yourself in an appealing way. You were taught to make yourself small for other people's comfort. And so you're undoing it all. And it feels like parts of your family are understanding it and are doing it with you. Like it's a societal thing. It's a generational thing. So I feel like you are doing a lot of work here. Hey, suspicious username over on Twitch. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. You're so kind. Let me know if you have a question. Vaishali, good to see you. I appreciate you. And just letting the control room know that my live chat where I normally see it isn't working. So when you pin, I can see, but when you're not, like I'm following you, just to let you know. Okay, Vaishali, good to see you. Can I get cards on this topic? I don't know what to ask. Maybe what is the biggest mystery about myself? So the topic is about the idea that the biggest mystery that you will ever face is self-discovery, self-understanding, and self-acceptance. So that's what we're going to do the reading on. And we know, Vaishali, this has been an issue for you, but we also know you're working on it. You are doing a good job, and you're getting to the point that you are really starting to be open to making friends. And that's going to help you. Be a good friend to yourself, and you will have good friends around you. That is absolutely true. Oh, Barbie, follow up from yesterday. I don't think I ever bring Dave up at Reiki, but after the reading we did yesterday, over halfway through, she said, who was your last romantic relationship with? Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. Vaishali, you are welcome. Liz Harrison, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. I just thought of a detailed question. Cool. We built a house 7 years ago to this day, and I cannot seem to get settled or comfortable with it. What is the mystery as to why I can't accept my house? Okay. Well, and I'm pretty sure that does have to do with your own self-acceptance, right? Because of the way you were taught to think about family, home, houses, money, all the things, I am pretty sure that this house in many ways does not line up well with that original narrative. And so I think there's a lot of insidious ways that early narrative still shows up in your life and you don't recognize it. The more that you get rid of the shoulds from your childhood, the more that you can embrace the what is, which is objectively not bad. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this house. But there are ways that either the house or what happens in it or the way we feel or whatever is different than how you were raised. And I think that's what it's about. And also look at what was going on in your life and in your family when you were building the house. That too. Good luck. Mediha Ness, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. After taking the astrology class, I lost a bit of hope in life. Well, that sounds like a terrible class. Oh my gosh. What does Spirit want me to know about it? Okay, Ness, let's see what we got here. You know, I think this is an opportunity for your own self-reflection. I think, Ness, that there is some part of you that has been trained to the negative. And I don't want to say you're a negative person, but I do want to say there's a certain anxiety that comes up for you that will take things in a realistic / negative way. And I wonder if that's what happened here. If it's not about the class, it's about your takeaway from it and what that takeaway proves about your thinking, and maybe your thinking needs to be adjusted. Maybe. All right. Ivan, Sagittarius, over on Vertical. Good to see you. Is it possible to have a reconciliation with Andrew the Aries at any point? I think that possibility is always there, and I think Andrew would like it as well, at least for a conversation. There is not a long-term relationship here, but maybe at least a conversation. Celie Klein, I've been waiting for this. It's so nice to see you. Okay, self-empowerment. What are the next steps in my creative service? I think there's some troubleshooting. I think there's practical troubleshooting that has to happen. And then I think practical troubleshooting and then offering. So I feel like you're getting close to having it where you want it to be. That would be my thought. And for you, this feels like a culmination of everything you have known and everything you've done and everything you've been doing over a long period of time. So it's extraordinarily powerful and extraordinarily unique to you, Celie. Can't wait to hear more about it. Oh, Liz, yes, that resonates. I'm hoping I can figure it out because I would love to live in my house, as I know it's a great house. I place lots of judgment on it, but for no good reason. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it's come to symbolize something in your life. I wonder if I actually built it to please others and prove my worth, and you might have. And in which case, that part of it isn't good, but the house is still good. I mean, however we got there, it's still good, right? And if you did, you wouldn't be the first person to do so. You know, like, why do people drive fancy cars? Like we all, on some level, do that to some extent. It's not terrible. Okay. Jeannie Mnuchin, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. What is the most important thing for me to know in the process of self-identity discovery and acceptance at this time? That you are constantly learning and growing, that you have been treated unfairly and then sometimes treat yourself unfairly, And you are taking control and fixing that now. Please note, dear Jeannie, the number of major arcana cards, which is all of them. This is big and it's important, and you're at an important turning point in your life. Okay. Shreya, over on Vertical. Is it possible to have reconciliation with Harshit? There's a line from a Selena Gomez song that I would paraphrase. I mean, you could, but why would you want to? Seriously, like, I'd stay away from that. Divine timing. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hey, Christiana, love the newsletter. Thank you. What does Spirit want me to know regarding this subject? Let's take a look. You're working on it. You are actively doing the work, divine timing. You are working on your self-understanding, self-discovery, self-acceptance. You are doing the work, and you need to do the work. And there are going to be times when you think you're doing the work, but you're still BSing yourself. So work harder and go deeper, but you're doing it. TJ and GA, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Not even a date in 5 years. I don't really have much desire to be in a relationship, but I'm wondering if I'm truly better off going solo, or has that just become a comfort zone that I need to push past? I have some things to say about that. I like just about the question, which is that, like, I think what you're asking is, should I just say I'm single and not even try to date? Or should I try, like it's all about your relationship with the idea of dating. But under any circumstances, why wouldn't you be open to love? Like there's something there that's like, should I be open to love? And I'm like, why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be? So when we look at that, I feel like there's every reason to think that you could have a good supportive partner and you would enjoy it. The idea that you're better off alone is only because the dating pool is difficult. And of course, we are all better off alone than we are with a-holes. Like that's every single one of us. So I don't think there's anything unique about you that suggests that you should be alone or you should be partnered. I think you should enjoy being single while you're single. And then when you meet a great person, you should enjoy being partnered, but you should not want a partner so badly that you are willing to put up with effery. And I applaud that you've gotten past that. Like there are people who will put up with anything just to have a partner. And I'm so glad you're not one of those people. But I do think you should be open to love. Oh, Sealy, good. Glad you liked that. That's perfect. Okay. Nine Worlds Tarot, good to see you. Kristen Louise, glad you're here. My lack of self-confidence has sabotaged my success in many things in life. I understand, and you are not alone. What the heck is wrong with me that I do this to myself? Well, I think it's your training. I mean, I think all of this was planted in you by the time you were 6 years old. And so it's nothing wrong with you. It is part of the human condition that has fallen upon you. And you need to find a way to trick yourself into doing something different. Like it could be that whatever it is you want to do, you just pretend you're acting and step into that role until it becomes real for you. It could be that there's other ways to psych yourself up, but don't think about it as being something wrong with you, and don't think about it as a regret. It's something that is wrong with a lot of us. And there are ways to trick it. So you can trick it, so you can move forward successfully. And just know you're not alone in this. All right, and you are very welcome. Oh, TJ and GA. Yes, I think that's right. I think I've built walls to prevent love instead of boundaries. That was so well said. Oh my gosh. Everyone listen to this. This is going to be the smartest thing you hear all day, because we all do it. I've built walls to prevent love instead of boundaries that let love in but keep you safe within it. Well done. Well done. Hey, Silver, welcome. I think we are done with the questions that have been asked so far. So it is last call. So if you're just getting here, like Silver, now's the time to think of your question. It is last call for readings, you all. Likewise, if I accidentally missed you, now's the time to let me know. It's never my intention to skip anyone. Okay, Silver. So, do you have a question or what to expect in your love life? Got it. I think there's something from the past that you need to get over. It could have to do with a past relationship. It could have to do with your relationship with yourself. But there's something you need to heal from in order to develop more confidence. So the first most important relationship for you is with you and you. And even then, I think it's going to be hard to find what you're really looking for. It's going to be important for you to build a life for yourself that is not about revolving around someone else. Have friends, have a good life, and from there, you will find love. All right. Jackie Masters, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Okay, Jackie Masters, a message on the topic. So we're talking about self-acceptance, self-understanding, self-discovery. What does Jackie need to know? It's all about love for you. It's about loving yourself. Because I think often you do not see yourself as lovable. And so you have to see yourself as lovable and love yourself. And that will cause you to have the right boundaries you need and to have the right people around you. It's all about love. All right. A penny for your thoughts. Penny, thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for being a moderator. Okay, 2 other possible prospects. The actor or the CEO. Will either of these work? I like the CEO better than the actor. As long as the CEO was not at a Coldplay concert, you're all good. You're all good. So yeah, I like the CEO. Jackie, you are very, very welcome. I'm glad that resonated for you. Jackie says a much needed message. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And Millie, 1508, is the story between me and my ex forever over? There could be like a few little whatevers, a few little interactions before it's over. But I think largely yes. And honestly, I know that's a hard thing and I know it doesn't feel good, but in the whole scope of things, this is not a bad thing. All right. Who's next? Okay, we are back to last call, my friends. I want to thank all of you so much. If you do not receive tarot topics in your inbox every Wednesday, please do subscribe. We have a lot of fun with it. I'll be back tomorrow morning, same time, 9:30 a.m. for your 3-card weekly reading. I appreciate all of you so much. I have sessions available this week. There are links. You can reach out and book your session with me for this week, next week, whenever is good. And I'm going to be in the Tampa Bay area in August 9th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, I believe. No, something like that. Anyway, that weekend. So, yeah, I think that is right. So that would be a time to see me in person in the Tampa Bay area. All right. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Take good care.